That's weird.
This hangout is live. It's Alicia Stringer here. Always empowering success dreams. I'm here, I guess, in between my living room and my kitchen. You could kind of see. That's still my daughter's chair. She like takes the chair when she's here. So then when she's here, I like hang out on the couch and stuff. So I'm here at my desk trying to make things happen. So we are here going to share some resources for those that can't really think of how to create their success dreams. And we're focused on getting 10 people to Charlotte to help them realize how they can do that. So I'm here with Mark Baker, and I'm excited to be with him. So share with us a little bit about your story and your vision.
Well, my story is, I'm a divorced dad with 2 kids, and making an online business work. So, I think we have an added little thing going on when you're dealing with stuff like that. And so I appreciate the idea that you came up with to try and create these additional resources and help out that situation. If anybody else is experiencing that, they know what we kind of go through. I know you're going through a divorce now as well, and that's what I love about this community of Empower Network is that we always come up with different resources, and we don't deal with the excuses. We find solutions for them, and I just learned so much from you.
Awesome. So we're excited to help 10 people get to Charlotte, including us. We're trying to find ways. So if you see our page, if you find us on this little cookie page, if you're in Empower Network, you can put your ID in there and share it and find the value that we're all having that vision. Maybe you find some other people that are in our same situation and want to join. So all you have to do is click the join button, pay the $25 to get to Charlotte, and then if you don't think there's resources from you, there's a little application form that you think of people that are, going through divorce and in that situation when they're just can't really find other resources because there's so much going on in your life. There's an application to show that proof that you're in the same situation, divorce, and we're going to try to find out some resources. So last night, David Wood just came out with the epic hangout, and so that's why I wanted you to just at least get in and watch his hangout. And I want to share some ideas that he shared from that hangout last night, which was golden. Let me see if I can find some tips. I was just
that was amazing
on how he puts together just resources. It's not your mindset thinking, I don't have money, I can't, and you just get stopped. And it's amazing to see what brainstorming you go through. So there's 3 different steps. I love how he puts it in simplistic steps that we all can follow. So take out your notes because we're going to go through some just kind of regurgitate what I can think of what he explains. He does it so well that I think definitely worth the $25 to get in and watch this. And it's not going to be live very long because he usually changes out the page and stuff. So it's dire notice that you get in right away so you can watch this as soon as the hangout's over. So really, you're going to become the most resourceful person in the world. So a lot of people were clarifying what is all in your resources, what is all in your life. And I think there's so many ideas we come out with, things we want to do in our life, like just when you are cut off from all your resources, you're stuck down to nothing, how do you get out of even paying for a lawyer, how do you get to basics needs, how do you get things going for your life? And you have to have that clear vision, and you have to have that why you want this, because we have kids and we have to take care of them. They have their needs and resources. What is your motivation and being able to be around them? And number 3, accessing the knowledge to achieve the goals and the training of the information that you're going to use to be able to apply it. So some basic concepts that you come out of. Did you come out some basic concepts that he shared as well, Mark? that you were able to come out of?
I put together my outcome list, and I went through that whole process too, and I got quite a few different things that I was trying to come up with, and to come up with those resources, to give resource ideas and stuff. But I think it comes within each person, where they come up with those different resources with what's in their surroundings.
Exactly. And everyone is in a different situation. And in fact, I got a message on my fan page, and you can see it there at the bottom of the little third Ask Alicia Stringer. And I get message, of people that just went through a situation or change in their lives, asking for, donations and stuff. And it's kind of like you start with the donations with who people know you and connect with you to understand your situation and where you're at. Because I was like, are you connected to maybe a local church and your community? Because a lot of those, I remember when I first moved in here, and I was trying to figure out which churches give resources to a lot of new people that are just going through divorce, or a lot of single people, and there are a lot of congregations that will help out in those needs, and given to new moms and stuff that may need those resources. So it is good to know, within your community, what resources you have to go out there, because it does take a little bit of either walking around or researching or something to tap into what is available out there just in your local community, because you have to start in your backyard sometimes.
Yeah, well, he made some good points too about just looking around your house and things that you don't really need. There's so many things around your house. Like, for example, I have TV because I have my two kids, but I don't really watch it. But yet I have a TV in my room and a TV in their room and a TV in the living room. We don't really need those other two TVs. They don't. I don't watch TV, and they don't really spend time watching TV in their room. When they're watching it, it's out in the living room. So I got two TVs I could sell. I used to own a construction company that I closed a couple of years ago due to a bad partnership as well. So I kind of went through two divorces at the same time. But so I have tools from that business that I've been selling too. So just look around your house and just realize what you don't really need. There's so many things that are actually sitting around your house that you can get rid of and create generate some cash flow.
For sure. I've been going through those yard sales. Oh my goodness.
But you know what? We do what we got to we do what we got to do to make things happen, and that's a constant message, and when you surround yourself with a community of people like this, and you're constantly getting that message, it's so much more helpful, because if you're not getting that message, it's so easy to sit and worry about your stuff, and when you make the decision to surround yourself around people like this, in and of itself is super valuable.
Exactly. That's why he went through the training of 3 different process. Going first, what is it you really want? And you had to write 5 things first of what do you really want in your life right now. And we know that this product is so empowering, especially the inner circle, and understanding the mindset of having to be able to listen to those that successfully went from maybe a disastrous event in their life where they almost got killed. They were blown back 10 feet and almost died in electrical
I've listened to that one 5 times. Bob Anderson.
Yes. Dang.
That happened right here. He lived right here in my neighborhood.
Oh my goodness! So you remember the light going out.
Yeah. Well, I didn't live in this neighborhood at that time, back in the day of that story, but but
Okay.
I do live in that area now.
Right. Wow.
But that's a great inner circle, along with a lot of other
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, and there's hundreds of them. They started back in August of 2011, and I
Yeah.
was there on every single live one. I was surprised. I was
Wow.
like, oh, those are actually the inner circle now, because I remember them doing them live. And I was kind of curious. I was like, what are Dave doing? And then who's this Dave Sharp? Because I just got introduced to him earlier that summer when he had won a trip or something. And that's when
Wow.
I kind of introduced to where Dave Sharp was. So just that year, I was introduced to Dave Sharp, and then listening to those calls, I wonder what they're up to. Something's different going on now. And I've been on every single call live, and so it's interesting to see the journey and see
Yeah.
the journey through other people's lives and how powerful that is on the lives and just understanding the industry and what people go through. And I have aligned personally with people who have gone through the same experiences and situations. And when you learn from other people's experiences or journey, you learn how to deal with your own as well. You get their experience and what decisions did they make, and you find through their experience that they shared with you, well, this happened to them, how you should make your own decisions as well through the experiences that you're going through. And I think that was so helpful for me when making decisions like that. You learn from other people's experiences, and that is what I thrived on. It's just, I know they went through this too. How did they deal with it? I know I can do this. And that's what really helped me so much.
Well, look at the power of that inner circle is where I mean, you can just look at Justin Berengia when go back into the calls when he first appeared on an inner circle, and then fast forward a few months later, and they're just if you can find those two calls, I don't happen to have them off the top of my head, but if you listen to those two calls and see the drastic difference from where he was and where he was at within that short period of time, and you have that throughout the inner circle audios of people that went through certain things, and it's just like I think everybody has to go through that low to get to where they're at. Like Princess Fizz posted something on Facebook today, and I forgot what it was about. Oh, the dips. The dips are just before the success and stuff, and how beautiful they are because they really form you to who you become and make you create your character, make your character even stronger, because when you go through that stuff and it's a difference going through that stuff and you're by yourself. You're not making the decisions. You're wallowing in it and swimming in it versus making decisions to again surround yourself around people like this that help. You hear the different stories and that just and how they've gotten through it and how powerful it is. So I mean, there's just tons of value in that inner circle audio thing.
Yes, and we're looking for more people that are, going through that story because we all have a story, and we want to get on with our teams to help share their story, no matter how uncomfortable it is, because of course it is uncomfortable at first, and we help each other get comfortable with sharing our stories and going through that. So back to the process, you figured out what is it you truly want in your life? You want to be a stable and successful person and being self-confident and be able to see something out there that you think is valuable. Like we say, the inner circle is very valuable, and say, I really need to find a way to afford that and get that information as well, because I know if I listen to these audios over and over, it will transform my life where I become more successful. And so you write these things down, and he said to write at least 5, and I wrote 5 down there, but I have like 10 or 15 that I have put in there, and you just have these main ones that, this next step, I really need to get my plane tickets to the next event. Next step, I need to get, new tires on my car. The next step, no matter how little they seem, I need to find a new place to live and be able to get a new, pay for the rent. I mean, it's just little, no matter how little they are. Maybe you need some new clothes, or just even to get food for the next meal. And no matter how little they are, you need to make steps to get to that next level. So writing that down is very powerful. And it's fun because he says, okay, stop the audio, start the audio, we're going to stop right now, and you're going to write it down right now. And so I love to hear some of your comments of somebody just saying your resources of what do you want, or I mean that's like it's a success stream. I say it's very generic, but it's there's a lot of little stuff I think that come into factor then. And then I think we need to talk about lists of resources. We just talked about like a few like things in our house, but he said list 50 ways, and really we are in the dire fact of we need to just have massive resources right now, getting some people brainstorming of solutions. So you mentioned, stuff in your house to sell them on Craigslist, sell them out on eBay. I think I'm blocked from eBay, so I'm going to Craigslist. But and then just friends, put it out, I guess, on your Facebook wall, whatever works. You're telling people, put in a newspaper ad. I don't know how much that is. Sometimes you can do classifieds for free. I don't know. Got to check into that. I need to look into that as well.
Classifieds on what? Classifieds on
selling stuff, whatever you have, or even in people in your business.
Online or in print?
Both.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good idea.
I always say Craigslist because it is one of the top traffic classified sites. And then Kijiji, and I think that's funny to say, is like Kijij. I don't even have to almost Google it.
Well, I have a great idea for a resource that is awesome. I mean, that's what we're here to present too, as well as the opportunity. If you click the button below and get the $25 blog and make that decision today and get started, you have that to go out and promote and start promoting to your friends and creating that additional income and utilize the resources you just mentioned. Jump on Craigslist. There's another post I saw, which I have on my list of things to do today. Joe Chance put on there that he contacts people with resumes on Craigslist, and so I was going to look up and find that and make some phone calls and just call it. So once you own the products, whether it's just a basic blog platform or whatever level of products you have, every time you have another product, you have something else to sell and generate income. So if you don't own it, you don't have that resource to sell it and generate the income. So that's it. That's the main thing. I mean, if people just take action, and because there's two things I do know, is you have to surround yourself with positive people, positive influences, and you have to have a vehicle to generate income, right? Well, we have both of those here, probably the best in the world right here, and that's the biggest thing, is to make the decision to get started and have the products, and then follow the other stuff that we're talking about. In addition to that, you can look around for the immediate, try and generate cash flow, sell some stuff around your house, post some classifieds, and you can buy stuff off Craigslist and resell it. And there's tons of stuff out there, but I think the most important one is get started today and buy the $25 blog platform. Look at the other Inner Circle audios that we talked about and all the other products that are within Empower Network, and just start hitting the road running and start selling.
And it's something I like because the whole family can get involved. I've gotten, my daughter even has a little blog and sharing the fun journey she has. And it's so neat to just, have them play on the phone, find a fun picture, and then upload it to the Empower Network app as a blog post on their own blog. And it shares what they're doing. Oh, this is fun, whatever. And even stuff that maybe you want to sell. That could be targeted and even picked up in the search engines. People looking for you can find you on your blog as well, what they're looking for. Just putting those key terms that you think people would be looking for, that thing that you're selling, whether it is TVs or or antique furniture or whatever, you can put that on there. I keep trying to get my parents more comfortable because they are talented on making quilts and doing that. Of course, they don't want too much work, so I haven't really published it, but they are just talented in doing that. And so when we put it out there, I know a lot of people would want it, so I haven't put it out there.
Without a doubt, yeah.
They are really talented in that and put that together. There are some other things that if you're finding a resource to get the products, to get some more advertising strategies, inside of Team Take Massive Action, there is an excellent module that Peter put together of just sharing what resources you might have an idea. And he shares like 8, but I know he's done more than that. I think he's coming up with a new product because they're just endless ideas when you come up with things like that. And I'll share these 8 real quick, but you have to get in to kind of understand maybe how to use them correctly and stuff like that, because sometimes they're a little bit of a process to go through and put more of those resources together. Like number 1, checking or savings account. If you've, depending on your bank and stuff, on how much funds you have in there to what the bank can help you loan out and stuff. And I think that's number 4, bank loans. So I'll put that at number 2. You got your checking or savings account and bank loans. And number 3, assets. Maybe you have a car and you might can use that leverage the asset or other things. I know some people invest in silver or other types of bonds or something, so look at just assets around. And number 4, credit cards. People are, always leveraging the credit cards or finding new credit cards to loan to get that payment going through. Number 6, I haven't really figured out to use, but I know there's a way to use your retirement plan and to leverage that in a way. The other ones are more creative on what you can come up with. A tuition partner, finding someone to work with you on getting the education, in which this is all an education platform. So you might want to look into that. And number 7, a business partner, someone you want to work together with on building a true business up. You're going to want to leverage the information and the product to help you get the word around. And number 8, peer-to-peer lending. That's more complicated for me. I don't think I could have tapped into it, but as well as pre-selling some stuff and all the odd jobs that you can come up with to get you where you want to go. And so there are some quick lowdown of the ideas. Like I said, I can give you the training that Peter gives you as soon as you get in, paying the $25 blog, and he has a step-by-step 10 videos, which are not very long, some are like 5-7 minutes, but it'll give you the strategies of how to use the asset and how to approach it in the right way. So those are good tips.
Cool.
Any other ideas?
No, I think we covered a lot. Sounds like it looks like you just came up with one.
Yeah, ping pong. Oh, I got one. This is so far out there creative, but I really want to like brainstorm someone with another creative mind to kind of put a plan together, because it's contests. These can be a lot of fun, and businesses do it all the time for leveraging different products or sales and stuff they do, but come up with some type of contest that can be easy, that can be fun. I mean, a lot of people would buzz the word around a contest, and so those are some ideas, along with charity events or crowdfunding, the donation page. There's some ideas and how you do that, because like our goal is 10 people, but we can come up with some kind of contest to make that happen. So that's another idea to work with me. I'm going to try to come up with a contest and get
interesting. I'll brainstorm on that as well. I like that.
Yes, and you can do this so easy on some of the different social networks on how you position it. I've seen, I think Roberts is pretty good at ideas like this. He always has some kind of conditions with the contest to get something. So I've been trying to study how he puts contest offers out there to get things. But it's got to be fun and easy, or people are like, what? You know, so it's got to be some kind of contest that people would want to do that's relevant to the audience.
Oh, go ahead, sorry. I just thought of another thing that I'm actually doing right now that I've learned within the products and stuff, and I'm actually contacting local businesses and seeing if they want me to. I'm actually running some Facebook ads for local businesses. You'd be surprised, local businesses don't want anything to do with it, and if you can come in and give them a little presentation on how you can drop their business to specific targeted people in their surrounding cities and their like a 25-mile radius, and because Facebook's so specific targeted, and then design a quick little ad for them in PowerPoint or something. I'm getting a couple businesses that are really looking at doing that. I'm already working with a couple window companies because that's my background, so that was easy to get in with them, and I've gotten some results for them. Now I'm just going into different businesses, hair salons, pet stores. But this is the kind of things that you learn within these products, is how to come up with different ideas and how to be able to go be resourceful for actual business owners. Because me being a small business owner, I used to try and understand the internet. I used to ask, how can I do business, how can I have an online presence in surrounding cities when I have a physical location in one? I had my presence online in that town, but I found, I did business throughout all of Southern California. Well, they would tell me, oh, you give me a list of cities, it's going to take a long time, it's going to cost a lot of money, and we'll get it done for you. Well, since closing that down and getting involved with this, I found out I'm getting window companies on the front page with a video of their before, during, after photos of their jobs in a minute. I got screen captures of them being on the front page in a town 20 miles away from them in a minute. So you become really super resourceful, because those business owners don't want nothing to do with it. They just want somebody that can come in and give them results, and you become that person.
Exactly, and there's so powerful video stuff that will be professional looking, as well as simplistic, where it looks like maybe TV people are doing it, and you don't need to go to a big vendor like Yellow Pages or something to get that done. You can learn all that here in Empower.
Yeah, no.
I love doing that too. I want to get involved in the chamber here locally, but they just changed to a new person. So I got my name and number in there, but I'm also helping another person that is local in Waco, and we're doing some local campaigns with them to help more business owners out in there. So I've started my video run as well to some local people, and in fact I had some, I think I had 2 or 3 when I lived in Texas, and I still have one there. So maybe they'll get the word around that I'm still doing it there, because sometimes they have online presence, and some of them don't care. So I've gone through that and learning their chamber there as well, doing some local business online stuff for them. And there are about 2 or 3 businesses that get the online presence, and their businesses are thriving and keep thriving because they understand that fan page is hot, and with their customers on how they relate to customer services online, and it just really goes full circle.
Well, so when you have videos on the front page, and for going back to the window business, if you do 20 jobs in that town that's 20 miles away, and you take before, during, after pictures, and you have someone build a video for you that shows your transformation of that house when you replace the windows, and it has all the call to actions, hey, call us for a free estimate, and you've ranked those videos, I'm getting 4 and 5 videos on the front page basically when someone types in replacement windows in that city, or if they're even in that city, they type in just replacement windows, and they're finding these 5 videos. You've pushed everybody else off because they're not the other businesses that are in that niche aren't doing that. So pretty soon, and Google loves updated content, and that's what you're feeding Google, what it wants, and it's going to serve up your valuable content for those people that are looking for your services. So the more and more results I'm getting, it's getting more and more powerful. Some videos used to take 2 and 3 days, but I've backlinked all the videos together, and I've gotten, like I said, screen captures of within a minute. Upload, a minute, front page, and it's super cool. So when you make the decision and start with at least a $25 blog platform, start surrounding yourself with these people and getting this type of education, and join us. We want to bring 10 people to Charlotte, and it's in 2 weeks. So no time like the present. Make that decision today. Let's get started. Join our teams, and let's go rock this, man. There's all kinds of education's powerful, community's powerful, and I just can't say enough about it.
Woohoo! Great job, Mark. That's awesome. Keep it up. I don't see anything else to say because I'm so enthused and pumped up and excited to get this started. So click the link below and let's make some things happen and share this with more people that share the same success dreams as us, that ready to make a change in their lives to improve going in the direction they want to be in. And because the resources are endless here, as we share, there's so many more to share.
The events are so amazing, man. You get around these events, and it's just, that's what, they push these events so much, and so people that are getting exposed to this at first are just like, they immediately have that self-limiting belief, like, oh, they just want you there for a reason or whatever. They always find a reason not to go. Just get around these people. It makes just, if you think about who you're hanging around and all it is complaining or agreeing with your excuses that you're given and stuff, you're getting more of that. Get around people that won't let you complain, that will turn your thought process around when you start complaining. Go, well, instead of saying I'm doing this, how can I get this done, right? It's super powerful. You get more of what you put in your head, plain and simple. Get around these people, make a decision. Let's get started. Let's lock arms. Let's get to Charlotte in 2 weeks. And I don't think you've missed an event.
Woohoo! You
haven't missed an event,
one
right?
Regional in Orlando. I didn't go to that one.
Yeah. Well, I see you at all events.
Woohoo! We'll make it there. Woo, excited.
Awesome.
We'll see you there. Make sure you click the link below.
Get started today.
That's right.